Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. There is a ton of information out there, or at least news, telling us that the Russian offensive is about to start yesterday or in the next 10 days or before the 24th of February, just to mark the anniversary of the start of the invasion and this and that. What's strange is that they say will be an invasion. Yeah, okay, I think it's going to be a second coming. But they all say, oh, it's going to be in February. Oh, it's going to be maybe in this spring. Maybe it's going to be by 24th of February. Well, the fact is they don't know. This is a fact. I read about, or at least I skimmed through about 10 or 12 articles coming from the Ukrainian side and from the British side. And they're all, the Russians are preparing. They're going to do it in spring. They're going to do it in February. They're going to do it in 2 days. Going to do it in 5 days. And they give all kind of, flimsy reasons, not hard information. Like, oh, okay, this is it. I have this article. This is one of the latest, which is from today, the 6th of February. 2023 comes from Ukrainska Pravda, and it says that Russia prepares large-scale offensive in the next 10 days. Well, let's say that is going to be by the 16th. I wonder if it doesn't happen until then, until the 16th. What happens? The people who said this BS, will that happen anything to these guys? Obviously not, because we are thought to be responsible and so on. So this was actually from the 5th, from yesterday at 10:34 p.m. So it was this morning in our time here in the Western Hemisphere. Russia plans to launch a new large-scale offensive within the next 10 days. Why not 9? I don't know. Financial Times with reference to an unnamed advisor to the armed forces of Ukraine. Well, I can tell you that I've seen a few articles with Reznikov, who is still the Ukraine's defense minister, claiming that it's going to be before the 24th. It's going to be in February. It's going to be in... So, yeah, and then we have the unnamed advisor. Okay. The Financial Times writes that Kiev has obtained, and I'm quoting, very solid intelligence of intent by Russia to launch a new attack. So that means, man, we're going to start this attack. Yeah, man, we're going to start it. Okay, we all know that. I mean, unless you have a below 86 IQ, you don't know that Russia will start a new attack. And what is a new attack? What do you call a new attack? And here, if you go offensive, large scale, what do you mean by a large scale? It's all in case it doesn't happen, or in case, let's say, the Russians are pushing further in, let's say, Bakhmut, and break through Bakhmut. They say, oh, that was the offensive. If nothing happens, it's so evasive. But I think there's going to be an offensive, a big, large-scale offensive. But the fact is, I think these guys just blow hot air here. And it says here that the Russians' offensive will likely aim to capture the entire Donbas region. They are in there already, fighting in Liman, Advidivka, Bakhmut, Novopavlivka. It's going on right now. They're trying to do it. They've been trying to do this for a few months already. Anyway, and may begin in the west of Luhansk Oblast, near the cities of Kremina and Liman. Yeah, excuse me, where Russia has been assembling forces for several weeks. Well, I have to provide you, Ukrainska Pravda, with information that actually the Russians were assembling or amassing a big force in the Zaporozhye region. Remember those two columns about 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, going over there with tanks, with servicemen, with all that? Remember that one? I have to give you the information now. The Financial Times also notes that Russia is building up its troops in the south of Donetsk Oblast, with additional forces being deployed to villages around occupied Mariupol. According to the Financial Times, Russia's goal is to launch the offensive before Ukraine receives Western tanks and weapons. The anonymous Ukrainian military advisor said a renowned Russian attack would renewed Russian attack would probably be spearheaded by elite units. No, it's impossible because you said those guys are gone. They've been saying for, I don't know, 10 months already, probably after the first 2-3 months, let's say, in the war, that the Russian elite troops were eliminated. There's no more. Right now it's just the convicts and the ill-prepared, poor-prepared troops and nothing. They fight with whatever they got on the bottom of the barrel or something. And now, oh, my elite units. So someone has some, bad information here. And I'm quoting, "These are proper mechanized brigades, even if they are less capable than they were at the beginning of the war." Okay. They say elite units, but then they say they are proper mechanized, even if they are less capable. Now, you make up your mind. Which one is it? Are they elite units or are they less than elite units? And they're proper mechanized brigades. Okay, are they proper or they're less capable than the ones over there? Why are they less if they're proper mechanized? They've reinforced the VDV, airborne and marine units. These are not bus drivers or school teachers. Oh, really? Okay. Now, Alexei Reznikov. Alexei Reznikov is this guy right here, okay? Or, if you want, is this guy right here. One of the two. Which one you want? You want him to be this one or this one? I think he looks more like this one, but anyway. So Alexei Reznikov, Ukraine's defense minister, has stated the country's defense forces expect Russian offensive operations to begin before the symbolic date of 24. And I have the other article which Reznikov is talking exactly about that. And like, okay, you go by symbolism now. February, but urged people to only trust official information. No shit. President Zelensky has said that Russians want to try to recoup last year's failures in February, but Ukraine must survive. So all this is the astrologist view of the world. You know, when they tell you that something, I don't know, the big vulture comes and passes the midnight moon, and then in the morning is going to go high right into the sky, then that's the sign that the Russians are going to conduct an offensive. These are, these are astrologists or what are these? Shamans? Now we go with this guy. This is from Ukrainska Pravda, and he says that he's the defense minister, Reznikov. We expect offensives. Okay, Captain Obvious. As it is February. No shit. And Russians love symbolism. Well, I think there's generalization. I think that's a lot of things that you drop. It's like I would say, well, African Americans like, all right, or let's say the Romanians like, or I don't know, the Romanians are, let's say, lazy or something, or they love this or love that. Well, it's kind of like a big generalization, so we have to make up our minds. Are we going with that? Are we not going with that? They love symbolism. Oh yeah, okay. Alexei Reznikov, which is, as I said, this guy right here, is just a clown. That's what it is. He's still a defense minister of Ukraine. He tries to parachute himself in something more profitable. It's an industry of something that will deal with military-industrial complex. So he's going to have a lot of connections and cling, ching, ching, you know. So stated that the country's defense forces expect Russian offensive operations before the symbolic date of 24th of February, when the full-scale invasion began. However, he urged people to trust only official information. I mean, why don't you shut up and don't come and tell us BS? It's like, oh, you know what, Gigi, I think you're going to win a lottery. Oh yeah, thank you. When am I going to? This time? No, don't get us so excited. Wait until they give the winning numbers, okay? Oh, okay. Well, don't say anything. Anyway, and I'm quoting, there is a lot of information. Probably everyone has read the Telegram channels the possible attack at night, etc. There was no attack. Well, of course it was no attack. It is very important to listen to the general staff. It's official opinion. Okay, so the assessment would be better. When it will be clear that they, the invaders, form their offensive groups, where our general staff knows this very well. Okay. So regarding Kharkiv, Reznikov noted that there are currently no offensive groups from Russia. However, according to them, it cannot be ruled out that after some time they may appear. Jesus Christ, again. You see, everything is, not everything, but most of the information, so-called information, these guys give is kind of like Trump did at some time. Well, maybe we can do that, but I think we should just wait and maybe we'll see. Yeah, I think we should do that, but wait for the. We should, we do it, we don't do it. What's going on? The same with this guy. And there's gonna be an offensive. Yes. In February because they like symbolism. Well, all right. We all know it's gonna be probably by February. It's like, as I said many times, those side how do you call them? Psychics, the ones that read your psychics, whatever you call them, psychs. The ones that read your palm or read your coffee, or those guys when they read your whatever they read, the ones with the cards readers and so on. They're just like that. They go with evasive, like, hey, Gigi, you're going to, as I said many times, you're gonna meet a woman, and I think she's gonna be either tall or short, and her eyes will probably going to be. I don't know, clear eyes, or maybe not that clear eyes, and you're gonna have a good relationship with her for a while, and then you're gonna encounter some problems. And I can make up stories like this because most likely this will happen. Okay, tell me her name. Tell me the date I will meet her. Sometime when the moon is halfway to. No, you tell me that. The same with these guys. The offensive is going to start. We can't tell you yet, but it's going to start probably by 24th because the Russians love symbolism. The Russians like a certain kind of music too, like a certain kind of artistic expression. Why don't you go into that one too? Anyway, I'm just this video is just to give you I don't want to say analysis, a critical analysis of how these guys are expecting us to think. But I think, like, oh my God, yeah, thank you very much for the information. No, don't thank you very much. You're just a hack here. You just give us nothing. It's like, you have a long head, brain right here. Oh, the line of love is right here. Okay. Oh, the life, you're going to live a long life right here. Yeah. A lot of successes. Yeah, I can see. Shut up. You know what? Tell me the exact thing if you're so good. No, things don't work that way. Then go, leave me alone. But with Reznikov, the Minister of Defense and the intelligence and all that, you know it or you don't know it. Don't come with symbolism and all that. I mean, that's philosophy and other stuff, blah, blah, blah. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.